In this video, I'm going to show you how you can de-identify your MP4s and remove any ultrasound company logos from that clip so that you don't violate a patient's privacy by having some potentially identifying features on those ultrasound clips, and how to remove any logos from ultrasound companies from the clip itself so that you don't have any issues with CME conferences if that's why you are producing this content. We're going to use two apps called Clipdeidentifier and Watermarker that are core ultrasound apps developed by none other than Ben Smith. So let's say you have a video that you really want to share with the world or use in a lecture, but you have the institution, you have the date, you have the brand over here. There's a lot of potential patient identifiers. Unfortunately, on this one, the name isn't up top, but there is a way to share this without violating HIPAA and to make sure that you don't have any brand names in your lectures. There are two apps you can use. There's one called the Watermarker and one called Clipdeidentifier. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Clipdeidentifier, and this is the first time I've opened it. So what we're going to see here is it says that it cannot be opened. So you say, okay, and it won't open it. So what you do now is you go over to System Settings, go down to Privacy and Security. You're going to scroll all the way down to the security area. And then right here, it says Clipdeidentifier was blocked from use because it is not from an identified developer. We're going to open it anyways because we know Ben Smith and we know Jalen Avila and Core Ultrasound. So now that we have this app open, we can take this same clip. I'm going to close it here. Take this same clip, and we're going to click and drag it into the box. We'll hit next, and then it automatically gives us a little bit of a crop, but it's not quite the crop I want. So I'm going to change the crop. I'm going to crop out all of this potentially identifying information here. I don't need this stuff over here. So I'm going to crop it right about here and hit OK. And now we have a brand new de-identified clip. Now this is going to give us a brand new clip. This is brand new metadata. Obviously, if we have a date here, we should probably rename it to first trimester ultrasound. And now it's ready to go, ready to share. Now there is one more thing here that potentially could cause some issues. If you notice, it says M9 on the top left of that ultrasound wedge. That is something that CME companies might have a hard time with, and there is a way to get rid of that as well. So now what we're going to do is we are going to cover up that M9 that you see up on the upper left-hand side of that ultrasound wedge. The app is the Watermarker app, and this is one that isn't freely available yet, but hopefully it will be soon. Now we're going to open this up and we're going to see kind of the same thing here. Let's open it. And because it was from the same developer, we don't have to go through that security thing, but if you happen to need to, just go back to the previous steps to make sure that it's able to be opened. So we're going to take the image that we already edited. That's the image that we edited. This is one we don't want. We're going to drag this one into the Watermarker app. We're going to hit next. We are going to choose our file here. Now I have here a cyan and pink dot. They are PNGs, meaning they have a transparent background. Those are the ones that work the best. Now, when we have that, I'm just moving my mouse around and it's basically showing me where I can put it. I'm going to click and then it stays. Now, this is obviously too big. I'm going to use this button here to decrease the size to a size I think is more appropriate. And I'll use that to cover up the M9. Now, I like to use the smallest size dot that I can get away with and still cover the logo, which is there. Now, just so you know, you can lighten and darken just in case you want to add a watermark on here separately. But this is just to show you how to get rid of this thing right here, the probe marker that often has the names on them. We're going to hit OK. We're going to hit go. Let it do its thing. And now we have a brand new file. And it shows that it has the ._WM behind it. And now we're seeing that this is adequately watermarked. There's no labels on here that would show what machine it came from. That's how you de-identify it fully. You definitely can use any other app to do this. These are just ways that you can do it in a manner that I believe is very easy. I hope to hear from you soon, and happy scanning.